Anyone have a vacant home for rent or sale? Take these tips to avoid squatters coming into your home and having law enforcement tell you it's a civil matter. You got to go figure it out on your own. Hi, my name is Rob Wells. I'm the Landlord Warrior on TikTok and YouTube. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to our videos here. Now, I've come across this in my career, and I saw an article or some type of YouTube video the other day about how basically some squatters broke into like $1 million plus home in Los Angeles somewhere, and cops came out, and there's people that broke in, produced a fake lease and so forth, and basically we're told, hey, you got to like evict these people. Well, I'm going to give you a couple of tips that you can do to avoid that situation in the first place. Okay, number one tip, go get like a Simply Safe or a Ring alarm system, one of these portable alarm systems. Okay, they're like $200-300 for the equipment, and then the service is probably like $30 a month. Listen, even if you had to pay $30-40 a month for a year, that's way cheaper than paying a retainer to some guy like me that got to evict someone. The reason why you want to get an alarm system and properly register it with your city, if that's required, is a lot of these tenants, not sophisticated. They go to Office Max somewhere and get a paper lease, go to the county records, your ownership records are public records, find out who the owner is and just make a fake lease up. Okay. Not really complicated. Okay. You get the alarm system and register it because, first off, a lot of these things, alarms now, they give you like text updates and so forth if, the alarm's turned off or there's an alarm at the property. And second, when the law enforcement agency gets an alarm from your alarm company, and then when you go meet the cops out there to get rid of that squatter and they produce the fake lease, officer, going to be kind of hard to say that, they have lawful rights to be there when the alarm's blaring off in the background here and the alarm company's calling the law enforcement agency, hey, listen, we got an alarm. A lot of these alarms now have cameras, and squatter A is busting the window out, going in the window. Officer, not going to be a civil matter. You have probable cause for an arrest for a burglary at this point. So sorry, that lease thing ain't going to work out. Here's the deal, especially in California, like a lot of these issues like trespass, that type of deal, they're misdemeanors. So if you're in a place like where I'm at, law enforcement just doesn't have the capabilities of dealing with every little petty crime. But you're basically on your own. So get the alarm system. Second off, if you got property that's like $1 million plus, I'm sorry, I'm going to recommend you need to have a private patrol going out there monitoring that property. Or you yourself or your employee or someone has to monitor the property. I would tell you, hey, ideally I'd be there like every day, but I know that's not a reality for a lot of people. At least once a week someone needs to go check out the property, because here's the deal, what squatters are betting on is your laziness. Basically, you don't come to the property, for several weeks out of the time, out of the year or whatever that is. They're watching your home. They're watching to see what properties are occupied and what aren't. So your property is an easy target if you have no way of monitoring, entry and exit into the premises, basically. So basically have someone monitor that. Those are my two tips. If not, you don't want to take those tips, you got to call a guy like me to get those squatters out. So, hopefully those tips help out. Listen, you got questions, comments, put them below. I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability.